Now the next step is to put a basic firewall in place. This is going to control what traffic is allowed into our VPS, and it keeps everything locked down by default. Now let's go ahead and get that set up. And we'll actually start this next step on our own computer, not on the VPS browser terminal. Since I'm using a Windows machine, I'll be using Windows PowerShell for this next step. But if you're using a Mac, then you'll simply use the terminal. I'll start by checking the status of UFW. That stands for Uncomplicated Firewall. I'll start by typing sudo UFW status. Then press enter. It may prompt you for your password again. Type in mine and press enter. As you can see here, it says status inactive. So that means we need to turn the firewall on. But before we do so, we need to make sure we don't accidentally lock ourselves out. So I'll allow the OpenSSH rule here, which keeps our SSH access open. So here I'll type in sudo UFW allow OpenSSH. Press enter. And the rules for that have been updated here. Next, I'll open ports 80 and 443. These are the standard ports for normal website traffic. They represent HTTP and HTTPS. So later on, if you host a website or install a control panel, everything will work right away without needing to change the firewall again. So I'll type in sudo UFW allow 80/TCP. Press enter. Then we'll type in sudo UFW allow 443/TCP. Now we can turn the firewall on. UFW will start enforcing these rules and block everything we haven't explicitly allowed. Let's type in sudo UFW enable. Then enter. Here to proceed, you'll type in Y and enter. The firewall is now active and enabled. To check the status of your firewall, you can always just type in sudo UFW status. Now we can double check all of the active rules here. As you can see, SSH is allowed, and you'll see ports 80 and 443 allowed as well. With the firewall enabled, only the essential ports are open. SSH for managing the server, and HTTP and HTTPS for web traffic. Everything else will stay closed, which gives your VPS a much stronger security baseline. Now before we move on, I'm going to quickly reboot the server. This just makes sure that all of the updates, settings, and our new firewall rules are fully applied and synced up. To do that, I'll type in sudo reboot. Once I press enter, the server is going to restart. And once the VPS finishes rebooting, you can log back in the same way we did before using your SSH key. And now with the reboot finished and the server back online, everything we set up so far is now fully applied. At this point, our VPS is secure, stable, and ready to use.